Hey, Stoney Richards, wide awake, Y108. How are you? I'm barely awake, but they dragged me into the studio here. It tell some stories about Travis Tritt, because I go way back with Travis. And Travis, he's got one of the great voices in country music. I've always loved Travis Tritt, and he can be a little, and he knows it, he can be a little cantankerous at times, but I guess you've heard my show. I can be too. But anyway, so he's out there. One year, he comes out to do a show at Pepsi Roadhouse. Yeah, and it was a great place to see him because what does that hold? Like about 1,000 people. We were close to the stage, and it was when he was on his acoustic tour. And it was just him and a big old leather chair and a table and a lamp and his guitar. Now, his songs are, produced very, very well, great sound and all. But to just hear Travis with that voice of his and that guitar, man, and he killed it. It just killed it. And you could tell he was going on and he was playing songs that he didn't do. That reminds me of a song. And he'd do a drop D tuning or something. It was just great. It was country music the way country music is supposed to be. Later that year, I guess this was I'm thinking April, because we used to do, you remember when we used to do Hot Country Jam at the Butler County Fair? Remember that? That was always a highlight. And I got him, I said, Travis, you got to do this. We got to bring you back. He said, man, well, I'll come out and do it, man. I love it. It's a great day to be alive. And so he did. And when we were at the end of the show, they do meet and greets. He would come out of his bus and people were lined up. And at the Butler Fair, we used to do it maybe 50 people. It was a long line of people. And he would come out of his bus and his tour manager had people lined up and you would have to go, we call it through the pipe and drapes. And you'd go through and they'd say, Stoney Richards +1. Okay, Stoney, and you're +1. You go right there. And you'd go through the pipes and then you'd come around and you'd stand and behind you was this drape and it said Travis Tritt right behind that. And his tour manager would take the person's camera and you'd get on either side of Travis Tritt, and Duke was his name, the tour manager. And he'd say, okay, I want you to look here. We're going to take 3 pictures, okay? I want you to hold the pose, get comfortable. It's so nice. You guys look great. We'll do it. And that's 1. Okay, everybody good? Smack your lips. Okay, and 2. Okay, everybody good? Wipe your nose. That's good. Okay, and 3. Thank you very much. Say hello to Travis Tritt. Travis will go, thank you so much for coming and enjoy the show. So we got to talking later on, and people were saying, what's with the pipe and the drape and the whole thing, and a camera and 3 pictures. Travis tells me this story. He says, Stoney, I've been doing this a long time. And he said, I love country music fans. They follow you everywhere you go. And he said, once they get to know you, and I know this, you know this, once you get to know an artist, you come to love that artist, and you kind of have a purchase of that artist. You know Travis Tritt. You know Keith Urban. You love Luke Bryan. Yeah, and he knows you love him, right? So Travis says, when they come to my show and they want to get a picture, he said, this happened not too long ago in Nashville. He said, a couple people came to see my show, and they were all excited and everything. He said, no, I wanted to get a good picture with him. I put my arms around him, and he said, so the picture is me looking at the camera and the other 2 people looking like this and looking like that. And so when they got the picture back, it was a picture of me looking this way and them looking that way. And he said, wouldn't you know it, they complained to hell about that. Hey, how come you don't take a picture with my wife? She was looking right at you and you looked away from her. And he said, so from now on, I want them to know, first of all, who they're seeing. It's Travis Tritt. And I want them to know that I'm happy to see them. He said, it sounds like a little bit of showbiz, but what are we doing up here? And I thought, that's genius. Because how many times have you done that? If you get a lot of meet and greets, sometimes you're looking off or you get that, that stupid look on your face. That's the picture. And now, of course, with social media, people go, are you kidding me? You're looking like that standing next to Travis Tritt? Are you crazy? So lesson learned. And so when you go to meet and greets and when you go to see Travis, he's going to be here, Stage AE, I'm going to say May 31st. Oh, man, I'm going to be there. And that's another great venue to see him because you're close. And he kicks when he's close to people, I'm telling you. So if you get a meet and greet, you're going to get the pipe and drape. I'm sure you are. But enjoy that because you know that you're going to get a picture that people will say, whoa, is that you with Travis Tritt? It's very, very smart. And a lot of people do that. Kenny Chesney now does the same thing. Taylor Swift. Oh, I could go on for days about Taylor Swift, but she actually rehearses her meet and greet line. They actually do. They allow, I think it's about 50 seconds for each meet and greet. They rehearse it with the crew. They come by. Hey, hi, I'm Taylor Swift. So nice to meet you. How are you doing? That's a nice sweater you got. Did you enjoy the show? Oh, yeah. The new single is coming out. Did you like the last single? Yeah, well, people were telling me to record that. So anyway, you want to get a picture? Would you get a picture with me? That'd be fantastic. Thank you so much. Enjoy the show. See you later. And they do this. They can get, I think Frank Bell told me, Frank, don't yell at me for telling this secret. I think it's about 100 people in like 40 minutes. But she rehearses. She knows. And somebody goes, this is Stoney Richards. He's with a radio station. You go, hey, Stoney, you're with 101. She takes the time to have something on each of you. And Travis does, to a certain extent, he doesn't have as many people in his organization as Taylor does. But Taylor started that kind of thing. And I'll tell you, it's genius because it's showbiz, yes, but it also shows somebody who cares. Hey, Taylor, she's head of your fan club in Wilmerding. Hi, how are things in Wilmerding? Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you. Come on, let's get a picture, the two of us. Let's do it. I mean, it's genius. And you know what? You can have all kinds of music. That's why I came back to this radio station. That's what country music is all about, man. It's people that care because they know that we're making a bond. When you sing songs, when you tell stories, when you fool around. Don't forget that next time you get that meet and greet, okay? See you later.